13 years and 6 Congresses, the reproductive health bill has gone through heated debates and divisions, not only inside the legislative halls, but in the public marketplaces of discussion. Today, the lady representatives of the 15th Congress have joined hands, minds, and voices to stand for those who have no recourse to ensure that it is approved. And even as they believe that the controversial bill is for the welfare of the very foundation of our society, the family, this is what we are going to discuss tonight. In the meantime, this is Congress in Action. I'm Freddie Abando, welcoming you to an evening with some of the lady legislators who are advocating for the bill that may well cover what they espouse as Planned Parenthood for everyone. Please welcome tonight two women legislators who are members of a newly formed group who will espouse for the RH bill. They're better known as the Soul Sisters. We have Congresswoman Kimi Cojuangco of the 5th District of Pangasinan. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Freddie.
And joining us also is Sharon, Congresswoman Sharon Garin, party list AAMBIS-Owa. AAMBIS-Owa. Good evening, ma'am, for joining us.
Good evening, Freddie, and good evening for inviting us here.
Ma'am, what made you decide to form the Soul Sisters, and how many are you in this group?
We're 7, and Sharon, maybe you want to answer.
There's 7 of us. Most of us are newcomers, neophytes, all women, and there's 2 of us. There's BH Bernadette Herrera of Bagong Generacion. There's Jane Noel. There's Emma Gripay, and there's Abby Ferrier.
Ma'am, what is the reason why you came together? How important is your advocacy in relation to the RH bill? This has been debated for so long. The women now 47, but of course opinions will vary. But one thing which Speaker Belmonte guaranteed is there is going to be a vote.
That's an interesting question, actually, Freddie. I really don't know how the group formed. We just started banding together during the interpellation hours because, as you know, it's being interpellated and deliberated right now in Congress. So
it's also because we're all supporters, that's the common ground.
Yeah.
But it's also to have fresh faces to the debates. No? It's always been Congressman Edsel Lagman, Congresswoman Janet Garin, and it's always been the same people debating about it. And the public hasn't seen the rest of us that are very supportive, equally strong in our conviction. So that's why we form a group, and we're hoping with our fresher, hopefully, approach, then we can enlighten the public much more.
How different is the approach that you are thinking of, knowing that you're a fresh face, especially for you, ma'am, that you were a former mayor of a town in Pangasinan, which is seasoned bordering La Union?
Well, Sharon mentioned the word a fresh face and a fresh new approach. I guess we're all neophytes to begin with. Secondly, we really believe in what we're fighting for, and maybe because we're women. And I think that puts it all together. That, in a nutshell, we just came together and we really are praying and hoping this bill will pass. So we're doing our best. And since we found ourselves in a group together during all the authors' meetings, it was actually somebody else that decided that, hey, you guys should form a ladies group.
Well, for somebody who has been a mayor and you've had direct contact with constituents on a day-to-day basis as a municipal mayor, what were the problems that you encountered then as a mayor, which you thought could be a source of information in terms of providing inputs to the debate on the RH bill?
Well, mostly health problems, healthcare problems. Our rural health centers were very disappointingly sad. I mean, dilapidated. There's really no funding for the rural health unit, and the municipal doctors and the midwives and the barangay health workers are virtually left to their own devices on how to help how to help the marginalized members, let's say in my municipality. My municipality in season was a 4th class municipality, so our era was very small. And we only had a small amount appropriated to healthcare, and maternal care is very important in the provinces. You know, normally it's the poor that have the big families, very big families. So there's a lot of problems, giving birth and children, problems, healthcare problems for children, mothers, and families in general.
You know, the key here is empowerment of our women, because it's the women who produce the babies. And I mean, how important is it for you as a party list? Ano ba yung nakikita ninyo na dapat bigyan pansin ng, I mean, that should be given attention by Congress in relation to the RH bill?
That's also what's very nice about this bill. If you can look at the bill as a whole, then you will see that it is not just about condoms or contraceptives. It is about women's health, family health as a whole. It's about improving the maternal health units, improving the quality of the people working in the health services. It's about providing them with the medicines, providing them with the vitamins, prenatal vitamins, and also for the children. It's about the whole package, not just about giving them condoms every day. No, it's that. The RH bill is not like that. It's about giving power to the women, about giving them information. And with information, they have the power to decide on what size of family they want. That's why the Soul Sisters also is a good combination, because like Congresswoman Kimi, she has been a mayor and she knows how it is in the LGUs. My party list is about agriculture, and I'm really advocating RH bill because the poorest women are the farmer women, and they are, if the upper class society can have contraception or health care during pregnancy, then why not the poorer ones? So the Soul Sisters, BIWA also for the labor, that's Emma Levi. There's Abigail Ferriol for the youth. So we're a combination of the different kinds of women. So that's why our group is very supportive of this.
Well, if you talk about information being provided to our women, which is contained in the bill, does it become a must for government coming from the national level all the way to the barangay level that information should be provided to our women, maybe even the men, on what the positive results the RH bill could do for not just the woman, but for the entire family?
Actually, Freddie, really for the entire family, I would say. Because as I go around my district, I know that let me say first that I am their voice. That's why I am in Congress. And so I really have done my share of going around and asking questions. And the women and even the men, like Sharon said earlier, the farmers, they care about their family, being able to provide for their families. And so they really would like to plan their families, but you see, they don't have the same, how would I say, they're not rich, let's put it that way. They don't have enough money to support or to plan their families. Whereas in Manila, here we have rich families who have smaller families, and they can afford to have probably 7 children, but they do plan their families. And then here we come to the majority of our population that would like to be responsible in their parenthood, but they can't because they can't afford to. So the government should be the one to provide for that. They should be able to walk into their healthcare centers and ask, what can we do? We only can afford to have 3 children right now. What can we do? And there, the rural or the municipal health officer will explain to them, these are your choices. You can go for natural family rhythm, the rhythm method which the church is espousing. If they would like to choose that, they can. Then, if they would like to choose to use contraceptives, then it will be explained to them based on also their own health needs. See, so this is just not about distributing contraceptives like Sharon said. It's not only that. It's also about making sure that we improve healthcare for the poor, for the marginalized sectors in our society.
Well, the impression that is being raised, and I think this is something which is being pushed by those pro-life na the RH bill is abortion. I mean, do you agree or not?
Of course not. We're all against abortion. RH bill is about women's rights, about women empowerment. It's about giving women the power to decide about motherhood, about their family. But then, why don't they have the power now? Because they don't have the information. They don't have the access. They cannot afford family planning right now. So what RH is giving is actually giving them access and information about family planning, or about deciding on how many children they want, or what kind of health services that they want. It is not about abortion. That's not even any abortion to think about, because there's no, we're not even supporting or allowing abortion.
To begin with, Sharon and Freddie, abortion is illegal. Our Constitution states that abortion is illegal. So to begin with, this bill would not even be allowed to go to the committee level if it was about abortion.
That's why we don't understand the argument. Why about abortion?
Okay, we'll continue with Congress in Action after we pause for this reminder. So we'll be back.